YouTube, it's your boy D give you this week's episode of Family or Fiance, episode 4. Alright, last week's episode was a very good episode, a lot of tear-jerking episode. Y'all were crying. This one was just a hot mess. Hot mess. It was Amber and Justin. And what I think of this week's episode, I have to say Justin is just unbelievable, abusive type of person. Justin is a person that makes jokes of everything. He jokes about his relationship. He's a joke. He's about jokes and stuff. And he doesn't really take Amber's feelings into consideration. He's a very abusive guy. Because during this episode, you see him very nonchalant to Amber's family, even when Amber's mom wanted to know his plan to his 5-year plan of marriage. He basically said, "Oh, it doesn't matter. We don't need a plan. Haha, we're gonna make it. Why you asking me these questions? It's gonna be all right." And he kind of like, "Well, God will take care of it." And Amber's mom was saying, "No. That's true, but you need to have a plan for marriage. Like, what's the first step? What are you going to do for the first year or 6 months? Are you going to get a home? Or are you going to plan for a vacation? Or are you going to plan for a family? What are you going to do with my daughter? I entrusted my daughter into your care because you're the man. You're going to become the man, the husband. You need to provide, possess, and protect." You know what I'm saying? He was not doing none of that. He was just a little boy. He was not a man. He was trapped in a little boy, have the boy's mentality, and even, Amber's brother, who was a minister, so the side didn't like, Justin's behavior. He was very just different. Every time somebody wanted to correct him, he just was like, "Oh, why they bother me? Why they bother me, sir?" Justin, is very abusive. His own family confirms that. His sister says he basically cheated on her. He was talking to another woman, during their relationship. And then Amber had to find out. When she found out, she cried. You could see the tears in her eyes. You could see the emotions, the hurt, and the pain. She really trusted him and believed that he was the guy for her and for him to do it. And he basically just was like, "Well, why you bring that up for? That's old news, and you need to just forgive. You need to just forgive me and move on for it, and blah blah blah." He was just basically just every time Aaron wanted to ask him a question about this, he just about who he about the girl he was talking to, whatever. He just was like, "Well, that's not just I'm not gonna answer that question. Just need to forgive me, move on, and this is that," and just basically didn't answer the question, but he definitely deflected the question, and basically was just trying to he didn't, like I said, he had childish kind of comments and stuff, always making jokes, and that's always his MO. Like every time somebody try to confront him with truth or whatever, his defense was, "Oh, I'll make a joke of it, and they'll hopefully leave me alone." But when they kept pushing and pushing, then he started acting like a little kid saying, "Well, why do you keep bothering me for? Why do you keep bothering me? I just want to sit down. I don't get this." And I'm like, "Sir, because you haven't owned up to your mistakes. That's why the families are coming at you, because they want you to own up to your mistakes." Even Emma saw it and was reminding him throughout the whole time that you need to own up to the mistakes. You need to stop disrespecting me in front of my family, this and that. But she was kind of like a classic woman who was abused, who took up for him, trying to make excuses for him, and try to, it's attracted to the abuse. Her brother saw it, and even her mama was, let her know that, look, you need to move. You need to find a person who's going, going to treat you with respect. You're worth more than that. But she wasn't listening. She kind of was listening, but not listening. You can see the demeanor, because she still loved Justin. She loved his ways, loved his love something about him that she loves about him, and he's Justin's brother basically said that whenever they argue, he had pushed Amber that he has to be violent, has to be physically violent towards her, which I do believe because he's kind of person that he's kind of happy at from the people, but behind closed doors, he's the kind of person that he's like Dr. Jekyll or Mr. Hyde, that I can see him being very physical towards her, and you know, and Emily they want to tell her brother because apparently Amber has grew up with her mother and daddy, but her daddy died. So before then, she was a daddy's little girl. So she was trying to find a man to replace the place, place, be her, be what her father was, and she kept not really finding good luck with men, and she feel like Justin was the closest one, but he's he has so many issues that he hasn't even processed it. He hasn't even gone for help. You know what I'm saying? It's like a little kid. You like to beat him up, and you know, and they they wanted blessings, because how the show is. The 3 days, you have 3 days to convince the family to get the blessings, get their family's blessing, and I wish I knew Amber's brother's name, but he was like, no, you don't need blessing. Y'all don't need to be married. In fact, y'all need to be separate. Y'all should just go to counseling, work on each other. Then when y'all work on each other, maybe y'all could come back. Because right now they need to work on each other. They need counseling. They don't need to be together because it's a toxic relationship. Thank God they don't have children in the world to see this, because it was, it was crazy. It was a very, you know, and during the time when Amber's brother told, not even Amber's brother and Justin's brother told him about, how Justin was abusive to Amber. Justin didn't like that, and he's like, oh, I don't need to hear that, blah 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 blah. This and that, and of course Justin was trying to deny everything because he got caught. He didn't want his image to be ruined. And I feel like they knew. I think that his mama knew he was abusive, but she didn't want to, confront him about it. And during the third day, Amber has said to Justin, maybe you should, you're not the right spouse for me, blah, blah, blah. It looked like she's going to leave him, but they just, I knew she wasn't going to leave him. She finally decides, I'm going to stay with him because he's the man for me. So, Justin is just one of those dudes that he's not mature, and he's an a-hole, and that was pretty much the end of the episode. If I had missed anything in the episode, put it in the comments below. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell to see more of my videos. Comment on my videos. And of course, like my videos. Anyway, this is your boy D. I am out. Holla.